Alright, there we go. Now everything should be live. Okay. Alright, so it has been a hot minute since we played, but I will give you guys some broad overview strokes of the story, and then we will get to the specifics of what exactly we were up to last time. So, we're doing Rise of Tiamat. It's kind of like the sequel to Hoard of the Dragon Queen. You guys have been getting involved with the council over at Waterdeep. Lots of different politicians and factions who are meeting up to try to gather resources and stop the cult of the dragon from bringing Tiamat, the evil goddess, mother of dragons, back to the material plane. You guys know that there is a location, the Well of Dragons, where they're planning to do this, but it is being obfuscated and hidden from you guys via magic. So this council is trying to pull together resources, trying to hunt down leads, anything for you guys to go and stop this from happening. You guys have hunted down a few leads as you've been working. You've gone to the Sea of Moving Ice, where you killed a white dragon, rescued a caster from his clutches, and were able to get some more intel on what exactly has been going on. Now you're looking for more information directly from one of the worm speakers. There's the 5 worm speakers, one per each color of chromatic dragon, just like the heads of Tiamat. You guys are looking for Varum the White. This is a dwarf and the speaker of the white dragons. From what you had heard, you followed him to this crossroads kind of tent city. You heard that he'd gone up into the mountains where there were serpent folk up there who seemed to be enemies to both him and you guys. You fought some bearded devils and realized you're on the right track and made a deal with the serpent folk to go in and kill or get rid of Varum somehow out of this ancient tomb of Diderius. You guys know that he's there because the tomb of Diderius is capable of really powerful divination magic if you're willing to make sacrifices. You found the area of the tomb where these visions can be had and went deeper in and have found a secret lair of not just serpent folk, but the Yuan Ti, who are kind of in charge of those serpent folk. Clearly this deal has kind of fallen to the wayside. The Yuan Ti are not exactly the forces of good, and you recently engaged in a rather massive battle versus a variety of Yuan Ti abominations, lizard folk, Yuan Ti warriors, and fought a extremely dangerous battle in there with lots of high damage spells. And we pretty much ended right at the battle last time, so we haven't taken a pause to heal or anything like that. The only thing you didn't kill in the battle was, there's some swarms of poisonous snakes up in this room over here. And I'll drop our new character's token on in a minute to give him some vision so he can see. That appeared to be like a snake breeding room. You guys know that there are more rooms down this hallway. You know that there is another room around the corner. The room around the corner, when you guys scouted it, you saw that it looked like some kind of meditation chamber. There was lots of holes in the walls you guys thought might be some sort of trap. And these big Yuan Ti, god statues with ruby eyes and jewels. And there was another door leading out of that room. Those are the broad strokes of what you guys are up to at the moment.
I have a question.
What's up?
Quick question.
Yes, lay it on.
I have a minus 12 to my current hit points. Do you remember why that was?
It would have been drained.
To my maximum hit points.
It would have been drained by a different spell, I believe. That should go away in a short rest.
Okay, short rest.
So if you short rest, you should be fine.
Cool. Just checking.
Presumably, Odomai tells you guys he'll make sure that the council knows where you guys are. He's going to head back out to the surface and perhaps join the research team instead of kind of the field team with you guys. Presumably, I imagine you guys get ready for a short rest because you guys got pretty beat up there. And it doesn't appear that anyone is coming towards you.
Short rest will probably be good.
Alright, so I'm going to bring Odamai out of here. And I think you guys would know probably the easiest place to short rest. You guys could take 20 and cross it without needing to make checks. But you could go across the bridge back to that initial like ambush site where you guys killed all the lizard folk. Over this way. Are there any questions about any of that stuff? Excellent. I will roll for Sethra, because she's not here today. If you guys who were here last time want to roll any hit dice for short rest or do any other short rest shenanigans, now would be the time to do so. And then presumably you'll be ready to rescue our new member, who is not in the stream overlay yet, but I will work on that once we get some... choose exactly what the art you want to look like is. I think Sethra's going to roll some hit dice here. Where's Sethra? Oh, Sethra's got a lot left. Okay, well, beautiful. Extremely efficient use of Sethra's hit dice. Sethra's max.
I'm good where I am. I'm good where I am now.
Tara was saying I should roll for Tyrus. Oh, no, you got it. Never mind. Sethra is also good for now.
I'm also going to use my healing hands ability, not my lay on hands, but my healing hands to give myself 7 more HP.
Oh, nice. Okay. Got some healing going. Let me check the spell slots. Sethra doesn't have a lot of spell slots left, but that's okay.
Well, she's a warlock. She has almost no health to speaking with.
Oh,
but
right.
she gets them back on. But she gets them back.
She gets back on the short rest. Forgot she was a warlock for a second. Okay. So she's gonna get her slots back. All right. And then Tyrus is pretty much maxed with that, so should be all good. All right. With that as the case, I'm gonna bring you guys back down to that junction in the corridor, and I'd say at the very least, let's start by rolling a perception check. Down over this way. And just to speed things up, if you guys get it, I won't roll Sethra's stuff, just to save us some time.
Not a bad start.
17, pretty solid.
Ooh, wow.
Oh my goodness. All right, Tara, coming in hot. Yes, I see you, Paladin. All right, Tara, you can hear... It sounds like there is one female voice. Sounds like she's leading an interrogation. That is coming from... Whoa, hold on. Sorry, roll 20 just went crazy. What was happening? Alright, gotta refresh my roll 20. But I can describe it. Coming from the doors in the room with the statues, so just below you guys. You can hear what sounds like one of the women Yuan-Ti is asking questions of somebody, you're not sure who. You can hear something like, how did you get in here? What's going on? What do you seek? And that is going to be our new person.
Maybe it's time for us to do some interrogation of our own.
If I can get roll 20 to dive back in here, I don't know what the heck that was about. Okay, that appears to be working now.
I don't see anything on the screen, man.
I just moved the token that you dragged. I'm gonna show where you're being interrogated. You dark vision or no?
Don't think so.
All right, that's okay. There should be a light
negative.
source in here. We're gonna show nameplate. I'm gonna link your health bar to your token. Dynamic lighting. You should have vision. Update default token. And I'm gonna light the torches in here. Oof, roll 20 does not want to work with me today. Just going mega slow. Goodness gracious. There we go.
Should I be able to see all that?
Oh, it's because you guys can see his sheet right now because it's a new sheet. Oh my
Yes.
god, this is lagging. Alright. I will change it so not everyone can see you now. Alright. Although I do have to make it so I can see.
Oh, there we go.
Alright. I'm just changing it so I forgot I have to label it as myself, not just all players, so that the stream can see it. In theory, that should make the stream see it, but boy, does it not want to work right now. Can you see the room that you're in?
I can, yes.
What the heck? It's so weird. Alright, I'm gonna refresh that as well. Okay, well, that'll do its thing. Okay, there we go. Cool. God, I don't know what is going on with Roll20 for me today. It is laggy as hell. Alright. So, Rasper, you are currently in there in this dim chamber. I'm going to say give me a... if you have it up, you can give me a perception check as Rasper. It'll basically be a couple higher than the roll because you're at level 8. Your thing will go up. Although if you're editing your stats right now, don't worry about it.
No, I should be good. Perception. Square. Yeah.
Trying to refresh it on the stream end of things. Goodness gracious. Turn on my fucking PC fan, try to cool this thing down. I don't know why it's going so hot. Okay. Well, I don't know why it's not refreshing on my end, but... Goodness gracious. Here, give me 1 second. I'm gonna pause the stream for a second. Alright, cool. Looks like we are back at it. Excellent. Alright, so, Rasper, okay, you got a 7 on the perception check. Not much leaping out at you beyond the immediately obvious, but I will tell you what the room you're looking at is. So you are in this weird section of like Yuan Ti quarters. There are lots of these like cylindrical shafts cut into the stone floor. Looks like these are sleeping holes when the other Yuan Ti need to rest. There are totems here that all look like an asp snake rising up with their mouths open. The totems seem to radiate magic of some sort. I don't think you're quite sure at the moment. You do an Arcana check in a second. But nothing else stands out at you with a perception check. However, you do know you're currently being interrogated by this woman. She's the one asking questions. The rest of you guys can't see her necessarily, but this is one of the Yuan Ti purebloods. These ladies. Backing her up, there are 3 lizard folk, just bog standard lizard folk with the regular gear, kind of pacing the room, making sure you're good. At the moment, they don't have a lot of really advanced ways to restrain you, so basically just your feet and wrists are bound with rope at the moment. I would say give me a Arcana check, see if you can figure out what those statues' functions are. Ooh, there is. Okay. All right. So, you think that the serpents here they're giving off some sort of like abjurative aura. Likely they're protecting this room from being seen by like scrying or similar spells. This room seems to be kind of like hidden from magic. Although you doubt that it would stop you from actually doing magic in there. Alright, I'm going to move the rest of you guys down a little bit. Zoom out. So you guys can tell it is the noises are coming from this room as you hear the woman shouting questions. What are you all doing in the room? This is the room with those weird like snake statues. One in the bottom corner, one in this right corner with the ruby eyes and the holes in the wall. So what are yeah, go ahead, Darrell.
This room's the one where we hear voices from?
Yeah, it sounds distant. Maybe that might like lead to a hallway that leads to the room, but in that direction for sure, Tara would have noticed.
Yeah. Okay.
What was that?
Well.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. We should probably go that way if we hear voices that way.
Hell yeah, I'd say the room here is not locked. Are you guys trying to send anyone ahead to stealth or just moving through? Which would mainly be, I guess, Tara.
I mean, stealth. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'll turn to Tara. I'll go take a quick look around, see what's up.
Yeah, we can do that.
All right, cool. Give me a
Awesome.
stealth check.
Just you.
This door. And then we'll see how close Sethra can, or not Sethra, Tara can get. All right. That most assuredly is beating.
Sorry, that was Tara.
Oh, I figured. So you sneak up. I'm gonna crack this door a little bit. That does beat their passive perceptions. So as you kind of like peek the door open a crack, you start to see into the room. Pretty immediately, you can see... Oh, and I can put your new art in there in a minute. But you can see a Kenku, looks kind of like a raven-headed person. You do notice they don't seem to have as large wings as you do. But it seems pretty clear that they have been bound at the wrists. And I think you would assume from their gear and just like their general accoutrement that this is probably a caster. Up to you what to do. Do you want to like try to jump in, or do you want to go back and report to the others? Because they have definitely not noticed you.
I'll go ahead and report back to the others.
Alright. You duck back through. Also, Rasper, I'm not sure if you're adding one at a time with the character mancer, but you should be able to do a drop-down menu and add all the levels.
Oh, really?
Yes. It should be like on the second tab. It's like add level and like the health tab of the character mancer. I think there's like a thing that says how many levels are being added. I just saw your health go up by a little bit, so I figured you were doing it one at a time.
Yeah.
Alright. So Tara does indeed come back to you guys and report. What's the play? Tyrus, got any things to prep? Darval? Sethra, I mean, has some spells now. She's rested, and as a warlock, got some shit back.
I don't really craft things.
That's fair. Well, I don't know if you want to cast like buff spells or anything.
Ah. I don't know.
I think at least Sethra will throw a guidance, because it's just a cantrip anyway, onto Darval. But I think that would be it. Alright, so you guys got two choices. You could do a group stealth check to rush in there and liberate whoever this person is being interrogated. Or if you're going in loud, we will just roll initiative as you'd be running through those hallways. What do you guys think? And then Rasper, you'll roll into initiative too once we start, because you'll get chances to like break free.
Yeah.
I always go. So with my assassinate thing, my vote is always going to be trying to go quietly.
True, you're the assassinate. I would say honestly, if you don't want to do a group check and you want to just like let Tara trigger the battle by herself, Tara, if you want to give me one more stealth check and try to get an assassinate off, you absolutely could.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, do that. Yeah.
Let me see if I have an inspiration.
If you do,
I think I do.
welcome to reload.
Okay.
Okay, that time that will get by even the pure blood's passive perception with the 16. So feel free to put yourself wherever you need to be in that hallway to get a shot. And then pick your poison. You got the pure blood and the lizard folk. And you guys are known from the last fight that the pure bloods were they were the ones that were doing like some poison spray stuff and doing a lot of like poisoned arrow and poisoned sword work.
Okay, yeah, let's do the pure blood then.
All right. Stealthily moving through the hallway, not making even a sound on the stone floor with the fluttering of your wings. You line up your bow. That'll absolutely hit, which means it is a crit because you're an assassin. I don't know if she's gonna live through this. Okay. Oh my god! All right.
She would also like to re-roll. She rolled a 1 at one point, so she's gonna re-roll that. Ooh, a 6.
Gotcha.
So.
All right. Give me 1 second. I'll add it all up. Subtracting because you don't get the 5 each time, but then you added 5 back because you got the 6. Okay. You pull back the string. You feel the feather kind of tickle the side of your anchor point on your cheek and let the string roll off the pads of your fingers. Arrow takes the Yuan Ti mid-sentence as she's yelling at Rasper, just like, how did you get in here? What sort of magic are you providing your allies? What are you... And the arrow just takes her in the side of the head. She's going to get dropped. And we are going to roll for initiative. So just, everyone make sure you click your token before you hit initiative, and it should auto-add you in.
I'm
Don't
gonna
need
do
to
kind
add...
of a little like small happy dance, by the way.
yeah, you do a little small happy dance in the hallways. The lizard folk all, like, whip their heads around in surprise. One of them's a little slack-jawed. Okay, they're looking pretty motivated, though. Alright, oh, and then I have to fucking roll Sethra, because I'm Sethra today. Sethra coming in with some beautiful. Not involve myself in this fight with a 1. And then Rasper, once you're ready. Okay, guys, 7. Okay, let's sort this out. Alright, that's gonna be Tara up first again. Immediately gonna tap someone else with an arrow.
Exactly. Yeah. According to the rules, I can assassinate somebody else.
Yes, you can, because they have not acted yet in combat, so they are still with the surprise condition. If they'd beaten you in initiative, you couldn't have, but
Right.
this is
really hoping...
the dream assassin scenario for sure.
Exactly, and I was really hoping because I don't want to get hit a ton of times either.
Good God, yeah. All right, let's see if you. Basically, if you hit, you're gonna crit them again. So.
Which one are you? You guys are gonna. Let me see the order, because I'm gonna see if I'm gonna steady aim or not. Well, does that matter right now? No. Oh, it doesn't matter right now?
No, you'd have advantage anyway.
Okay.
So in this case, you'd be fine. Even if you didn't auto crit from this, it would be a crit anyway. Although this will save us from rolling a little bit more. Okay, so
roll that 2.
It's 2 out of 6.
2 out of 8.
Yeah, reroll it.
Alright, so she's gonna reroll one of the 2s she rolled.
Okay. Rerolling the 2.
To a 6.
Yeah.
So an additional 4. I mean, yeah, even without any more damage. Arrow. Which one are you targeting?
They're all kind of equal looking, right?
Yeah, they all seem to be about the same level of fighter.
Yeah, then like the close one.
Alright, Arrow takes this one in the chest as he spirals back. Raspberry kind of like falls to the ground next to you. As rapid fire, 2 people get taken out during the interrogation.
Awesome. And I still have like a move and stuff, right?
You still have a movement and a bonus action. You haven't done anything else yet.
Okay, let me think. Oh yeah, how tall is the ceiling in here?
15 feet, I believe. I think without, unless it says different, all ones in here are 15. It is indeed still 15.
Okay. Is there like a way for me to like stealth right at this place? Or not really.
Yeah, you can use your cunning action as a rogue. I'd say you'd probably have to move somewhere before you did it because you're like right in their line of sight. But if you just back up a little bit, you could do that.
Like right there-ish?
Because you didn't need to use steady aim, so you didn't use your bonus yet.
Right. Okay. Yeah, let's do that and then try to stealth.
Alright, go ahead and make that stealth roll. Beautiful. You kind of fade up into the ceiling in the corner there, which will bring us to Darval out in the other room. If you're talking Darval, you are muted, though.
Oops. I can move to right here. I can move to here and.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Let me assassinate, guys.
All right, you set a pick there.
That was pretty great.
Lizard folk.
I know.
Don't get fascinated.
Gonna run up on you.
See what you're going to do, but I'm always gonna check.
25. All right. And they're gonna pull the door all the way open, so I can just get rid of that lighting block.
Actually, Ben, quick question.
Yes.
Quick question.
Lay it on me.
Because these people start to walk away.
When I got after the short rest, I got my maximum health restored. Did that increase my temporary health, my current health as well by that amount?
No, you would have needed to still heal that amount.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. Just checking.
All right, the lizard folk are gonna run up on you. They are each gonna be making 2 attacks here. They're each gonna make one with a club.
18.
Okay, 18. One with a club and one with a bite each. So we'll start with the top one. Bite is a miss. Heavy club is a hit.
Okay.
That's gonna be 8 bludgeoning damage as it wham clocks you across the face. Its companion next to it. Bite 14, so that misses. And you dodge the club as well as you take one to the jaw, but duck and weave going back and forth here.
Nice.
Which brings us to Tyrus.
All right. I will move forward
Hell yeah. Go for it.
to right there.
Okay.
That should be within. Perfect. And I'll hit this one
Alright.
with a firebolt.
Right. Run to the hallway. Oh my god, you guys are cooking these guys. I mean, definitely impressing the newcomer, I suppose. You conjured the ball of fire. Insanely accurate throw down the hallway. Slams into him. This one looks 20 damage. Looks barely alive after that. Deep in the red. As he staggers back, to the big, like, burn. Just, like, angry welt across his chest.
Nice.
Was that
that's
the
all I
cantrip or
do.
the level 1 spell? I don't remember.
That's a cantrip.
It's just a cantrip.
Nice.
It's a really good cantrip.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, Rasper. If you have a magical shenanigan, feel free to throw it out at me. But you could also try to either do an athletics or an acrobatics to get out of these bindings. Acrobatics, I imagine you're at least okay at if you have the dex.
Well, acrobatics.
It is a DC 15.
Excellent.
Alright, so you... I'm gonna say, just for a coolness factor, bonus action, get the ropes off, throw them to the ground. I think you kind of like reach over, stretch your fingers toward the lizard folk who fell, took his knife, get yourself out of the bonds. So that was a bonus action. It takes half your movement to stand up, so you'd still have half your movement and your action as well. You can already see 2 dudes got absolutely dropped by some sort of assassin. And you can see another man in metal armors run in to block the lizard folk, and then he's probably caught the edge of that firebolt that just slammed into one of them.
So how do I target again in roll 20?
You don't actually, you can't actually target in this one. We'll just know whether you hit or not.
Alright, so targeting the one lizard folk here.
All right, top dude. Absolutely a hit. 27. Then if you just click, Ray of Frost in the chat, it'll roll it. 9 damage.
Okay,
All right.
cool.
This one is like immediately bloodied as the first one's reeling back from the burn. You leap up from your bonds. Crackling of ice. The temperature kind of drops near you, Darval, as you see this one take a bolt of ice to the back, and you see that the Kenku has freed himself. Just because Sethra's not here, I'm going to say Sethra's going to save spells for later. And we'll toss it back to the top with Terra. And you are still hidden, Terra. So you would have advantage.
Perfect. And I have vision, line of sight.
Yeah, you would, because they're right at the entrance to the door. So
Okay,
even if you're up the
whatever.
ceiling a little bit, you'd still have an angle. So this guy's looking about half. This guy looking very close to death.
Okay, let's go for let's go for the half guy.
Okay. That is a hit. Go ahead and roll damage. You are getting sneak attack because Darval is distracting him.
Okay.
Also the advantage, right?
And it was advantage, yeah.
You should
Oh yeah, advantage would give you it anyway, right. Alright, with the sneak attack that is enough, you arrow, this guy has an ice bolt sticking through one side of his body, and then an arrow sticking back through the other side of the chest as he drops.
Nice.
Okay. And I'm gonna hide again.
Yeah, go for it. All right. You kind of fly back up a couple feet, touching the ceiling, almost holding yourself in the corner in the shadows. Darval, that is you.
I'm gonna take out my greatsword and attack this last lizard folk with my greatsword. I assume 12 misses.
12 does miss. He does have that little shield thing. Oh my
Ooh,
goodness.
Tragic. Okay, no, I get inspiration for that one.
All right, fair enough.
I can afford to use it.
I can't believe
I can
it.
afford to use one.
Back-to-back 12s.
That was rough.
Do you want to use it or no? Oh my god.
Oh wow.
Bro, just go
Yeah.
all in. You've gotten this far.
Nah.
actually
Maybe I don't
wild.
remember later.
All right. He's gonna take lizard folk miraculously. If he leaves, he's gonna get got here. So he's just gonna desperately. He's like, "You'll never make it out of here alive. There's so much pain in your future." And he's gonna lash out 2 more times. See if he can do better than you did. All right. First with the. This time he's actually gonna use his spiked shield and then his club. All right, shield. Fucking nat 1. Bite is, said 18's your AC, right?
Yes.
Or sorry, club is what we got through, not bite. Okay, he is gonna get you with the club again for 4 bludgeoning this time,
Okay.
which
One sec, alright.
brings it over to Tyrus.
I'm just gonna shoot him with another firebolt.
That'll absolutely hit. I think minimum damage,
Nice.
you probably seal him off here. Yeah, I guess not quite minimum, but that'll certainly do it. Another one right after the first is one to his face. He falls to the floor, a scorched mess. We're out of combat. We will do some roleplay in a second. Let me just drop you guys some XP. Let's see, you took out 3 of the lizard folk, as well as pure blood. Alright, pretty simple encounters. 100 XP each. Rasper, you will start at the same value as them, so go ahead and change yours to that.
7. Ah.
Because keeping track of multiple different XP values is dumb, and I hate
It's
it.
annoying, yes.
Just
Ronnie
like,
will not let me.
so wild. It won't let you change it?
No.
It should let you change it. Hold on, let me open your sheet.
Weird.
I can type it in. It doesn't. If you click it, no cursor comes up that shows that you're typing, but you should still be able to type it if you just click right above experience points.
You want to just type it in then? Because
Yeah. If it's not working for you, I can just type it in. 37140. Can you see that?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Awesome.
Excellent. All right. As you guys, carefully step over these icy hot lizard bodies, you see a new figure ahead of you, and I'm working on downloading that picture you sent so I can add as a handout. But Rasper, I mean, you're new to them, but this is 4 people you haven't seen here. You came here in search for arcane lore. As the others enter, it looks like what you're seeing here. You presume from the holy adornments and golden affectation, some sort of paladin. You see kind of sneaking in after a more owlin-looking person. So still feathered like you, but perhaps a bit more used to the night movement. Followed by a lovely turtle man, who you presume from the smoking smell was the one firing off those spells. Last but not least, you see this blue-skinned lady with a snake curled around her neck follow them in.
Greetings, friends. What are you guys doing here?
I was about to ask you the same thing. We
Just
are on
searching.
Go ahead,
Just
Rasper.
searching, I see.
Okay. What were you saying, Darva?
Well, I'd say we are searching for information on a quarry, whose name I'm forgetting exactly what it was. Is something.
Varum the White.
Varum, thank you. These are the V.
It has been a few
V
weeks.
something
Okay.
the White. Varum the White of the Cult of the Dragon.
I would say if you want to give me an Arcana check, Rasper. See if you, because a lot of these people have been hired by that council in Waterdeep, but you might have heard. Yeah. Oh, you absolutely know about the Cult of the Dragon on a 22. So the Cult of the Dragon on a 22. You know, some of the general stuff is that they all worship Tiamat, the evil dragon goddess. You know, there's a lot of different ranks. You've probably heard of Varum in passing, and just that he is one of the Worm Speakers. So the Worm Speakers basically each represent one of the 5 main colors dragons. So red, blue, white, green, black.
Wow.
Forgot that for that. I was like trying to remember all 5. I was thinking of the metallic colors.
The most important one, because we killed that one already.
Yeah, you did kill one of the Worm Speakers. But yeah, you would know Varum is the white Worm Speaker. You don't know much about him beyond that. But, you know, he basically is a high-ranking member of this rather dangerous cult, but certainly a cult with pretty powerful magic at work. Let me pop up. This is a more accurate picture of what you guys are seeing in front of you. Also, did you have that ready, Rasper? Or did you make that in like 10 minutes? That was insane.
I made that in 10 minutes.
God damn. You're way faster
Very
than me
impressive.
with Hero Forge. It takes me forever to do that.
Very cool.
Yeah, very, very dope. Okay. So
Well.
that knowledge check aside there. So you do have some idea what they're talking about. How do you respond?
Yes, I know all about those weird cultists. That's not why I'm here. As I go over and start looting the pure blood.
Hell yeah. Okay. On the pure blood, she's definitely got more shit than the other people. Okay. On the pure blood, you do see she has a short bow and a scimitar. She also has...
I throw them both behind me. Towards the lizard folk.
She
Like
also
one.
has 15 gold pieces.
Ooh.
The lizard folk don't seem to have anything on them, but now that you're actually up and mobile, give me another perception check in this room. While I work on changing your token to your actual art.
No,
All right,
it's
well-
persuasion. No.
It's still a nat 20, so I'm going to say you noticed it, because regardless of your perception bonus, that would have been a nat 20. Okay. So looking around the room. God damn. All right, calm down, guys. you find all the shit. Jeez. Okay. So, first things first. Looking through all those like little like sleeping alcoves I was describing before, you find a fair amount of wealth that these people have stashed. There is 600 copper, 200 silver, 150 gold pieces, as well as some sort of potion. I would say if you want to give me an Arcana check. CG, yeah, you got it. Very lucky for you, because at first glance, I think those who are not trained in the arcane, Tyrus and Seth might have rolled it as well. It looks like a potion of healing. You quickly determine that while it looks, smells, and tastes like a potion of healing, it is in fact a potion of poison. Will hurt you if you drink it. So not only will you take poison damage, but you also be poisoned, which is basically like disadvantage on most of your shit. And I think very appropriate that you found it, because it is masked by illusion magic.
Nice.
I see right through the illusion.
You immediately determine, like, oh, this is not what it should be. Apart from that, that's basically all the special things to notice in here. There is a door leading out this way that does lead back into the hall, where you guys had that big fight before. Rasper, you would have heard some of that going down out there, but this woman's job was to interrogate you, not worry about that. She did not in a million years dream that these people would get by.
Hey, Ben.
Yes.
Now, I have a question. The lizard folk, do they have shields? Do I see that in their artwork?
Do they have shields? Yes, they do have shields.
Okay, I want to try using a shield for a bit, so I'm gonna pick one of those up.
Yeah, go for it. The shields have spikes on them, so if you want to make an attack with them, you can. But mechanically, yeah, if you have it up, it'll be a +2.
Cool, but I can't use, obviously can't use my greatsword because that's two-handed.
Yes, you'd have to use a one-handed weapon.
Which will be my warhammer instead. Though.
All right, you take a more defensive stance, sheathe your massive sword on your back, shrug on one of these shields, kind of untie the leather straps from this dude's arm, and take out your warhammer.
That puts me at 20. I'll try that for a bit. As something I've been thinking about, though.
No, it makes sense. All right, I'm just making a temporary token of your cool stuff here. All right. So you guys spent some time gathering all that stuff up. Do you guys have any questions for the others, or do you try to continue on?
I'm gonna ask. I'm actually gonna say to Rasper, if you're more worried about looting this body than Varum the White, you do not seem to know as much as is known of the cult as of right now. They are in the process of preparing to raise Tiamat and bring her to this plane. Obviously, we cannot let that happen, otherwise we're all doomed. Will you help us, at the very least, until we get out of here?
Certainly, because that's not really a good thing to have happen.
No, it is not. Glad you see it that way. See it as we do. Unlike some members of our council. I muttered to myself a bit more than anyone else. But yeah, onward, I guess. So, is the door down here?
Okay,
Rasper,
well,
before we continue on, what do you guys specialize at? So I'm aware.
I am a paladin of Torm the True. I hit things, and I smite things, and I can heal, and I can occasionally fly.
Shout out to the flying.
Sounds handy.
Sethra,
Did you just see my assassination?
I did happen to see that.
Very impressive.
That's what I specialize at.
Also, hold on.
That poison you found?
Oh yeah, you can take the poison potion, Tara.
Ooh, that's good, yeah.
That makes sense.
It's not bad. That's not bad. I could maybe hide it somewhere.
Yeah. If you look in the compendium, I should have potion of poison in there if you want to just drag and drop it on your sheet. As Tara calls out, her incredible assassinations there. I don't want to give too much over Sethra. I don't know how much she would reveal, but she would tell you that she is a student of the arcane, and that she deals in antiquities a lot.
Ooh, that could be interesting.
And then Tyrus, did you have anything to add for yourself?
I blow stuff up.
Fair enough. It's not inaccurate.
Another useful thing to have. I can also blow things up if needed, but I specialize in making things appear that are not there.
Hell yeah.
A useful skill to have, indeed.
All right.
Well, glad to have you aboard.
So I can also make fake documents. Make almost anything you want fake. I can make.
Oh, do you have a forgery
Good
kit?
to know.
No, I have spells that do that.
Oh shit! Okay.
So
nice.
it's part of my race.
Hell yeah. Oh,
nice.
Yeah, Kanku, we're good at that. All right, so you guys.
And also, I can mimic voices.
Yeah, Kanku are extremely good at mimicking voices.
Right. That's pretty fun.
There
will be shenanigans. This party has had some very fun shenanigans over So just so you know.
Oh, anytime there's
I'm sure we'll find use for
illusion
that.
involved, I'm sure shenanigans are gonna have a sharp
Yeah, it's gonna
uptick
be
in
fun.
occurrence. Okay. So you guys got a couple different paths here. You can open the doors and peek out. This one leads back in the hallway. You know, there were some more doors up there. There's still those weird statues in the other room, but it did look like there was traps. You did see all those holes in the wall. And just so you guys have some ideas of your options, I can pop open those 2 doors because there's not really any risk at the moment.
Have you guys found any spellbooks along your travels?
No.
You've not found any
I think
spellbooks,
so.
at least not in this dungeon.
Oh, that's a
Okay.
shame.
Go ahead.
But I will say, I think Sethra would be able to fill you in a little bit on the... They talked to a ghost before, and she'd be able to fill you in on how the, like, divination pool, like the scrying pool that's in this temple, how it works.
Ooh, there's a scrying pool.
Basically, it used to be a lot simpler. It was, like, just... essentially, like, give the pool something that mattered to you. But because of the Yuan Ti and lizard folk here, it's gotten so corrupted that it's like you basically have to sacrifice a person for it to work. But in theory, it has incredibly accurate prophetic visions. And I think there was some talk that Sethra and the ghost had. Potentially, if there could be a way to, like, purge that evil from the mechanism, which would kind of reset it. But it appeared to be a bit beyond your guys' power at the moment.
That's good to know.
So she'll at least fill you in on that, because that's definitely some good arcane knowledge that she could pass on.
Indeed.
So pathwise, yeah, statue room over there. New hallway over here. Just up and to the left is where that other door is to a room you guys haven't been in. I would say, looking into this hallway, it seems to just be a dead end over there. If anyone wants to make a perception check, feel free. And Rasper, if you want to make a different token border later, just let me know. I just kind of picked something random.
Wait, for what? Oh, yeah, no. That's fine.
19.
Perception here.
I clicked it. There we go. Oof.
There it is.
Okay, highest we're cooking with right now is a 19. So, looking down there, first thing you see is that there is kind of a scratched, almost archway-looking shape in the wall at the bottom left. Looks like there's probably a secret door there. As you're going over there, though, give me an investigation check as well.
Ooh, look at that. Damn it.
16 is still enough. Alright, so Rasper, sorry, I gotta get a new name repertoire stuck in my head. Rasper, Tyrus, and Terra, you guys see, I'll make it visible so you can see the borders of it. Was hard to see with the naked eye, but as you kind of like start poking and prodding, looking around the stones at the end of the hallway, you realize that there is a pressure plate kind of covering the 10 feet in front of the secret door. On the 20, Tara, I think you would realize that this will cause darts to shoot out of the southernmost wall that would shoot up the hallway and target anyone in the hallway. So coming out of this wall. You would be able to, if you want to make a check with your thieves' tools, you could try to disable it. Or if you want to just fucking eat something on the pressure plate, up to you guys how you deal with that. What do you think, Tara? Do you want to say
let's do it.
more?
All right, hold on. Sorry, Tara's.
You're good.
Yeah, we're getting it. Thieves' tools. Dexterity.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Quick work. You pry up some stones, disable some various mechanisms. This thing is not going to reset itself or anything like that. Everyone go ahead and add an extra 150 XP for turning that trap off. I'm going to remove that off the map, actually. Hello, Paladin. Rasper, can you change yours now, or do you need me to do it?
I think I can do it.
Excellent.
Yeah, I can.
Okay, cool. That was a weird glitch. All right, you guys are free to activate that secret door at your leisure now.
Let's do it.
Darval, as you say, like, let's do it. You kind of press your hand to this worn stone on the wall, opening it up. All right. What you are looking at in here is an old prison. 6 cells, presumably another door at the other end leading out. Anyone who wants to look through the cells can give me either a perception or an investigation check. I'll move Sethra down here as well. All right. Tara, not seeing much. Rasper, as you're looking through the cells on a 24 there, based on what Sethra told you, the first conclusion you come to, Rasper, is that this was likely where the Yuan-Ti are storing humans that they use to power the divination pool, just sacrificial victims. It's currently empty, but on a 24, you realize that the cell on the top left looks like it has been very recently occupied.
Hey, Ben, I can't see anything in there.
Oh, because you don't have dark vision. Sorry. There is no
I
lights
will
here. Is
cast
there?
light.
Okay. I was gonna say there's no
I'll cast
torches in here, but if someone wants to pop some.
I'll put on my hammer.
All right. Your hammer begins to give off a faint glow, allowing Rasper to see farther in the room. How's that, Rasper?
That's better.
Okay, there we go. It's always, I always forget because I can see everyone's perspective at once, so it looks like everyone can see it. But yeah, Rasper, you see the one up here looks like it's been very recently occupied, and as you kick over some of the straw, you see some like scratches on the stone, some of which is like looks like it's counting days that they've been in there. It's gonna be at least a couple weeks. But there's a brief message that has a little etching of a dragon. You would know it's the symbol of the cult of the dragon. And it just says, "In main temple chamber, bargaining to stay alive."
You say bargaining, stay alive?
Bargaining.
Okay.
Bargaining? Is that how you spell it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Nailed it.
No. I just noticed that now.
Oh, damn it.
All right. Was there any indication of who was in here? Just a person.
I mean, at least someone working for the cult.
Okay.
All right. So Darval is looking around there. There is a door up here, kind of around the corner. I'm just gonna drag people over here. Let's say as Rasper and Darval, if you're approaching that, give me a perception check. As you kind of press your ear to the door to listen in.
Yeah.
Oof, not very high.
Okay then. Seems like the coast
yeah.
is clear, guys.
Nothing really jumping out at you. Sounds pretty quiet out there.
I'll give everyone the thumbs up that we're good to go.
All right, Darval, are you opening the door?
No, actually, Tara, you want to go first and try to see how far down? Let's see what's on the other side of it, maybe. Try to sneak through a bit.
Yeah, and if I'm going first, I'd like to listen.
Yeah, for sure. Go ahead and give me a perception check before you try to stealth through the door.
There we go.
Nice. Okay. What exactly are you going to be hearing here? First thing you hear, it sounds like one of the Yuan-Ti pureblood saying, "You two, back him up and make sure nothing comes in the room." You hear a very like a deep hiss, almost like a hiss coming out of like a large, like bassy chest. Like almost vibrates the floor a little bit as you listen to these like faint noises. You also hear coming very, very faintly, a deeper, more gravelly voice. Doesn't sound like the Yuan-Ti you've heard. Just like, "We can talk this through. There's plenty I could offer you and your tribe. I'd be a poor sacrifice." That is what Tara hears through the door.
I'll let them know that the guy that's bargaining for his life in this room with the Yuan-Ti.
Good to know. We can definitely take that guy alive. We can interrogate him ourselves.
Yeah. Is this door locked?
I do not believe so. Let me go check. It is not.
Do you guys want to try to crack open of the door, and I'll try to like assassinate?
We can try to bring them through the door if you want.
You know what?
Too.
Try to
Lure
lure
them
them through the door, is that
door.
what you're saying?
Push them.
Yeah, I can bring some illusions up.
Oh,
I like that plan.
Also an option.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's all back up a bit.
Right.
Make sure that Tara has a line of sight on something on like the door, but far enough back that they won't see us immediately when they open the door. So,
Well, if
Rasper, do your thing.
Yeah,
she
I'll
stands
give her
here-
like line of a view of the Yuan-Ti.
Well, Sarah, if you stand where I am, you should have a clear sight to the door.
Yeah. If you know where Rasper is. Rasper, you should be able to see some stuff out in the hall. It seems like there is a rather bright amount of light coming from the left of the open door.
Well, I'm gonna cast some actually, probably 4 illusions right here.
All right. What are we creating?
Like 4 armed guards. And like heavy plate armor.
Okay. Okay.
So hang on. Let's do this properly here.
All right.
Spells.
I don't know why that made that so big.
But because of my where is it?
Alright, we got some
Because
armed
of
guards.
I improve my illusion, I can combine sound and image
Ooh. Okay.
with my illusion cantrip.
So what are you having them
Nice.
do? Just like banging weapons together, marching out there,
Yeah.
all of that.
Yep. They're just making a bunch of noise like they're coming to the door.
They started kind of like marching out that door, making lots of noise. You hear, what? Who are they? You there. Bring them in here. Then you hear a voice in the back, that gravelly one again, and just be like, you want? I'll pay you whatever you want, just free me. And we're gonna roll into initiative. They do not know that you guys are here. But it certainly seems like they're going after these illusions.
Excellent.
Alright, roll a few different initiatives here. So we got him. Oh my god, I'm bombing these. Goodness gracious, I'm bombing these initiative rolls right now. I need Sethra. Okay. Alright, I think we got everybody. Sorry. Oops, sorry. Lizard folk don't need to be here anymore. They are very dead.
Yeah, they are.
Alright, Tyrus, are you doing anything to get in position? As you know, it sounds like the Yuan-Ti are coming to you.
He's asking if you're doing anything. So they're...
No, sorry, I was popping popcorn.
Okay.
So he casted a minor illusion, so they don't know that we're right here. And it's technically you first, but you just wait. Like, it doesn't matter because we're
I'll
all,
wait.
like, just right to after me.
Yeah, I'll just wait till after.
Alright.
He's just gonna delay till after me.
Sounds good. Tara, what are you doing as you get in position?
I'm gonna try and assassinate. You want to?
We don't have an angle on anyone yet. No one's come through yet.
Okay.
But I'd say you could ready an action.
Yeah, I'll do that. Already in action.
Alright.
I'll let it go off for anybody, but if I have an option, I'll definitely go for the you want to.
Okay. You gotta take a deep breath, sight down your bow. Tyrus, you're just waiting for things to get closer?
Yeah, I'll ready a firebolt to shoot at somebody when somebody else shoots. I'm not gonna be the first one to shoot.
You don't really have an angle there unless they come all the way in, but...
Oh, okay.
Do you want to stay there?
Yeah, that's no, that's back up.
Okay, moving a little bit closer. Darval, what are you doing?
I'm gonna move here, and if someone steps into this space, I'm gonna attack them with my sword.
Alright. Sethra. Ugh. I always want it to be the melee people that I have to play, not the casters.
Well, you can just spam Eldritch Blast.
I could just spam Eldritch Blast, that's very true. I think Sethra will ready an Eldritch Blast.
Cool.
See if I can get a... It's a bad angle. It's slightly better. If she gets next to Terra. Okay, that's bad. Alright, Rasper. Clearly they have fallen for your illusion right now. What's the play?
We're gonna prep Ray of Frost.
Alright.
Yes.
Got all the casters, hands crackling with fire, energy, like force energy, and ice. Waiting for people to appear. Alright. Measure some distances here. This thing tries to charge forward, barging through the illusions, looks exceptionally confused. As it slithers down the hallway, you see it fill the area. Let me see who exactly has an angle. Sethra? Terra can definitely see that. Tyrus, I think can you see that? Can you see the abomination?
I could see like the small edge of a sliver. I only know it's an abomination because you said that.
Oh yeah, I don't think you have an angle. I think it's just the two at the bottom. Terra, if you want to make your shot. He is technically unaware of you, so this would be an assassinate. If it, connects. That will connect. Now I must do math. Alright,
That was for the 3.
so
the
a
8.
3 became an 8.
Yeah.
Alright, adding all the stuff together and taking out those extra 5s that go into it. This looks like the arrow catches him kind of right across the throat, goes out the other side. He's bleeding badly from that gash to his neck, but he is just above bloodied still. Sethra will let off a blast as well. Unfortunately, that will miss, though.
Doesn't Eldritch Blast have 2 rays now at this level?
Yeah, but you can't ready both attacks.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
You hear in that deep, bassy language. I don't think anyone actually ended up... Does anyone speak Abyssal? No, you guys just, know that it's happening, right? Unless our new friend speaks Abyssal. Alright. I mean, it sounds like he's yelling for reinforcements or something. That means we're gonna get some more people in here. Right, they got the arms. Some other people moving in. Sethra and Terra would be able to see these people. Tis more of these folk. Although that is not... These are the Type 2s. I wonder if they don't have the Type 2 art. These do not look like the Malisons, the Yuan Ti you guys fought before. But I guess they don't have the art built into this module. They look similar, except that their faces are more human, and each of their arms is a serpent.
Huh.
Yeah, there's big old snakes for arms. Both had double move to get out there, though. Get some people in position here. Yes, hi cat, I see. Alright, presumably the other ones are doing stuff off screen. You hear yelling in Abyssal. Again, you hear that same gravelly voice. It's just like, there's more of them in here! It sounds like someone just gags this dude. Which brings us back to the top with Terra.
Since they haven't attacked us yet, do I get to try an assassination again?
It wouldn't mean assassination because they do know that you're here.
Okay.
Well, they know someone's here. They don't know we are here.
Yeah, I guess they know that something is happening. They don't know, but it wouldn't be assassinate. You could, if you make a stealth check, because you could cunning action do a stealth check, which would hide you from them. Or you could just shoot with advantage. Either way, you would get sneak attack. Oh, there's something stuck in your fur.
I don't think I would want to move after, right? Yeah, I'll just do steady aim. That's fine.
All right. Are you going for big boy, or you can see one of the snake arm people?
Yeah, going for the big boy.
Okay. I think he's probably getting a little bit of cover. I was just checking your line of sight. That will hit though. Fucking crit. Since you're doing steady aim, you get advantage, so that'll crit, double the sneak attack as well. guys are bodying encounters today. Sounded like their baby might have been upset there, so. Okay. Just the first one. But 23, 20, it's 43.
Sorry, we forgot that it auto does.
It's okay. Alright, that does bring him below bloody now. He is still up, though. He's going to have a lot of health.
She would like to reroll one of those D8, the one where she rolled 1.
Yeah, reroll the 1. Go ahead. With your ability. Nice! Turned a 1 into an 8. Alright, clearly deep in the orange now. It's going to be Tyrus.
Alright. I'm going to ready another fireball for when I can see somebody and I want to shoot them. So I'm just readying in a fireball for him.
Give me 1 sec. Alright, so readying the firebolt. Darval.
I don't see where they are, but I'm going in anyway. Actually, ready. I'll where I am. Keep my sword ready to attack over this square.
Okay. Sethra. Is me. Okay, that's not super helpful. Gonna go in with the double tap Eldritch Blast. Going for the snake-armed dude. Hitting a crit. And the first one, wow, is a terrible roll on the crit. First one does add an extra 3 cold damage. So, alright. About 28 damage total across those blasts. Does not seem to have bloodied the snake arm guys. They seem to be a bit more hardy than the ones with the snake heads. Rasper.
Since I cannot see anybody.
Yeah, kind of on a hard corner there.
Yeah. Honestly, I'll ready another Rare Frost.
Alright. Ice crackles between your hands. Alright, that's going to be the Abomination. He cautiously kind of waves his hand through the illusions. Hisses and steps forward. So that will provoke your ice. The ice, the fire, and Darval's swing. So let's do Darval, you want to make your swing?
Sure. Can't put a smite on. I'm just put a smite on. If it hits, I'll put a smite on it.
Alright. That does hit.
Let me check my spell spells actually, make sure I can put a smite on it. I can, I'll do a level 1 smite.
That is with your hammer, though. Are you using the sword or the hammer?
Oh, good point. I should be using the hammer.
It'll still be only 1 lower, so it'll be a 20. That does still hit. I was just curious.
I'll click the hammer though if you get the right dice though.
Okay.
So, smite is on. There we go.
Alright, he is still up.
Okay.
Although
That's
it's
my turn.
really bad
That's
as the
all
hammer
move.
bashes him, so that was your readied action. Rasper, do you want to do your Ice Blast here?
Yep.
It's also a hit. Alright. Whittling him down. He's getting lower and lower.
Can I do my fireball?
Yeah, you got your firebolt?
Yeah.
Does hit. And with your ice, fire, slam with the hammer, these rapid fire attacks, the Abomination goes down.
Nice.
It's very bad
Perfect.
for their team. Alright. That means that's his turn. I am just going to drag him out of the way to get this hallway a little less cluttered. It's going to be these dudes. Alright. I kind of spoiled for choice here.
Ignore that. Sorry, guys.
Mine's alright. Who are they going to go for? Well, one has to go for Darval, because that's as far as he could get. So we'll start with that. Yep. Okay. Darval, it's going to lash at you with these snake arms, biting towards you.
Uh-huh.
Do you have the shield?
This is now 20 with my shield.
20 with the shield. Oh my goodness. Alright, one miss, but one hit.
Okay.
The small teeth of the snake do 7 damage. However, they do begin to pump poison damage into you for an additional 6.
Okay, 1 sec. Ow.
The one at the bottom. They were told. Okay. The one at the bottom is going to divide his fire. There's going to be. He was told to try to kill any casters that were there. So one at Rasper, one at Sethra. Do Sethra first. What is Sethra's AC? Gonna get Sethra for 13. And then Rasper, what is your AC right now?
13.
13? Okay, that's right. That will hit you as well. For 7 piercing and 7 poison. 14 total.
Alright.
The others remain doing their shenanigans in the background. And the guys marching, I think your illusion spell is a concentration spell.
Yes.
So give me a, let's see, 14. Give me a Constitution saving throw to
Let
see
me
if
just
you
double
lose
check that. Oh, has it been a minute yet?
No, it's only been, that round timer is wrong, but it's been 3 rounds, which is only 18 seconds.
Okay. So, con saving throw, you said?
Yeah, it's always either a DC 10 or double the damage. You're fine. 19 is fine. So the illusion is still going. They're kind of still maintaining that noise. Honestly, since they are, you probably see some arrows clatter against the wall because they're being fired upon. Because if the illusion was still going, I don't know why they wouldn't be shooting at it. All right. But that is all they can really do as they start to realize it's illusory as they're just firing arrows at nothing. Terra, that is you.
I can still see that guy in the corner, it looks like, right? Oh wait, no, there's a UNT right. Yeah, actually there's a guy right in front of me. Okay, yeah. Let's...
It will be at disadvantage if you shoot him point blank.
I can just bonus action engage.
Yeah, totally.
These are still 15-foot ceilings, right?
Actually the cells are 10. The cells are small.
Okay, so I'm just gonna back up one.
Alright, bonus action disengage.
Yep.
Rogue shenanigans.
Yep. And I'm just trying to shoot him.
That does hit. For 14. Alright, the bottom UNT is bloody.
And
Nice.
I'm gonna reroll the piercing.
Oh, what did that change it from? A 1 to a 5? So 4.
Yeah.
Alright. Still brought him below below bloodied. Tyrus, what's your play here?
I'm going to shoot the one right in front of me with a firebolt.
Alright. Go for your roll. He will duck out of the way, though.
You got lucky.
Yeah, lucky punk. Alright. If you're not moving anywhere, then Darval.
I attack this one here with my sword twice.
Alright, big one? Or the,
I mean,
the healthy
my
one.
hammer, my hammer.
Okay, go in with the hammer. You keep your shield up for defense. It's a hit and a miss.
No smite, just knock him.
Alright,
4.
it takes the 4.
That's it for me.
Sethra. Ooh, I know what Sethra's gonna do. Sethra is gonna go in with a shocking grasp and try to grab him. God. You guys are fucking killing rolls tonight. Reaches out, grabs one of the snake arms by the theoretical neck. And you see electricity arc through this dude's body. His back stiffens up and he collapses.
Nice.
What a crit. Rasper. So you know that there are people shooting at your illusions from the other room. Big dead snake dude still over here. In reality, his token's not there. And there's one pretty much untouched snake arm guy over here.
I'll hit the one in front of us. They rear rushed.
Good God. You guys have crit like 8
Wow.
attacks tonight.
This is wild.
Also perfectly average crit there. Alright. Ice streaks past you, Darval, over the top of your shield, slamming into the Malison as he staggers back, his snake arms hissing in anger and pain. Abomination is... Are you, do you want to move anywhere or just stay there?
I should be okay here.
Alright, going over to the remaining one. He is going to try to keep fighting through Darval here. Alright. Well, actually, he can move around without triggering Darval, so he's going to move down. Get the fucking dead one out of here. And over. And try to get the fire slinging dude at the back. Still trying to weaken the casters. Going to be one on Tyrus, one on Rasper. Tyrus, you're first.
That's just rude.
That is going to be a 16.
Nope.
Snake lunges for you, the snake arm. You turn your back. The teeth scrape across the shell. No damage. Rasper. That is, you said 13 is yours?
Yes.
Okay, he does get the 13. For 9 damage, 4 of which is poison. I don't think that matters for you, but 9 total. As it lashes out towards you. The arrow firing has stopped at the illusions, because they are starting to realize they're wasting a bunch of arrows. Rasper, go ahead and actually give me a concentration check, see if that illusion's still up. Okay, that time the illusion will go away. The clanking of armor and plate mail fades from hearing. We're going to toss it over to Terra.
And I'll shoot it.
Right. I think once we get through this round of combat, even if the fight's still going, we'll take a quick pause because we're behind schedule from here. Normally take a bathroom break. That's a hit. For 23. Alright, middle Malison is bloodied. Are you rerolling any of those?
Nope, we're good.
Alright, over to Tyrus. You got this snake guy right in your face now.
Yeah, very rude, sir.
Very
I want
rude.
to shock and grasp him. Oh,
16. That is a hit on these guys.
noise.
Following Sethra's example, 11. Well, I said 13.
And he also takes 4 points of damage.
Yep, Storm Sorcerer taking that half level damage. As an extra little spark of electricity arcs off your shell towards him. He's getting deep in the red now. Darval.
I'm going to attack with my hammer twice.
Both are hits. And
For 4 and 5.
you
So there we go.
crush his back, and as he like leans forward, you bring it back over your head onto the top of the skull, and this one folds over as well.
Nice.
All right, that is Sethra. Sethra is going to go ahead and
Wait, you're still
Rasper.
guys. Wait, hold
Your
on.
guidance would have gone away by now, I think. I think it's only a minute. Oh, do you still want to move? Sorry, is that what you said?
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at.
Yeah, you can move.
You still got the pier, right?
Yeah. Look at those arrows coming from the left.
I'm gonna go up to here.
All right, as you get to there, the 3 Yuan-Ti Purebloods ready to actions are going to go off. They're all going to take pot shots at you.
That's now. I have my shield.
All right, so they're looking to hit
I only see
AC
one of them. I only see
20.
one. I only see one pure blood. Over here.
They're basically, I can move one down. They're behind a pair of
there they
statues
are.
shooting over the statues. The way I have the dynamic lighting set up, it's kind of hard to see through the statues. But they're basically like leaning
enough,
out from
okay.
cover to shoot you.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay, going down the line. The top one, that is going to be a 18, which would have hit you before, but not the shield.
Yep.
Next one's a 21.
That hits.
Next one is a 20, so two hits.
Yep.
All right, first arrow is going to be 3 piercing and 4 poison for a total of 7.
Okay.
Next one is going to be 3 piercing and 6 poison for a total of 9.
Okay. Ow.
So that triggered all their actions. Sethra, I think on her turn, is going to move up a little bit to here. And Rasper, she's going to toss a guidance at you. So on an attack roll, or your next attack roll or your next save, you can add a d4 to it. And that's Rasper's turn. As this kind of thin skein of blue light spirals off of Sethra to guide Rasper.
Head.
So you're starting to see into what looks like a temple chamber. You see some edges of like some snake statues. But, okay, now you can see a Yuan-Ti Pureblood behind a statue at the top, one behind the statue at the bottom, and then one in the middle. You also see behind the one in the middle, gagged and tied up on the altar, is presumably the dwarf that your companions are looking for. You would know that all of the worm speakers traditionally wear purple apart from their mask. You saw Resmir do it, and now you see Verum wearing the purple. Although,
Interesting.
without a perception check, you can see he looks badly injured.
Where? Okay. A 20-foot radius.
20-foot radius?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Even bigger than that.
How do I get rid of them now?
You just select them and delete them. Here, I can delete them.
Ah. Yeah.
What are you casting? I might have a template for it.
Fireball.
Fireball?
Yeah. Try to hit all 3 of the purebloods without
think you-
hitting.
Yeah, I think you can exclude him pretty easily. Hold on. Alright, let me get the template. Alright, 20-foot fire. Is that right? Almost right. Maybe a bit bigger. Oh, went one too big. There we go. All right, you run up. You see that they like are all reaching for arrows, having already used their ready actions to shoot Darval. Little ball of red energy appears in your hand. Throw it towards them. You see Varum's eyes go wide. He's just like, and then the fireball just whoom, detonates right in front of him as he like closes his eyes in fear. So I need to make 3. They do get advantage on this save because they are resistant to magic. Oh God, still though. All right, top lady. Yeah. Still fails with advantage. She'll take 28. Middle one does pass the advantage. She'll take half. Bottom one also fails with advantage. Holy shit.
Excellent.
All right, so let me put this to the back here so I can see my tokens. All right, the top and bottom one then are both bloodied. The one in front is going to take 14. As the fire fades, see them staggering back, clothes smoking. That is going to be the purebloods. You see Varum looks at how devastating that was, starts rocking back and forth, and just, like, rolls himself off of the fucking table. You hear a painful, like, as the air leaves his body. He just, like, thumps down on the stone behind it, trying to get cover. You see the others hiss in annoyance. She looks, the middle one looks at you guys and is just like, cease your damages. Take this prisoner as payment. You can sacrifice to the pool yourselves. Leave without killing more of our clansmen. You see the 2 on the top and bottom ready their bows in case you guys say no. But we're gonna pause there for a quick bathroom break before we start the next round.
Cool.
Cool stuff.
All right. I'll be back in like 5 or so. Unmute. There we go. Oh yeah, if it says RTC reconnecting, it's either that or force close Discord all the way. Discord might have an update. Probably one of those two things. Alright. Well, while he's hopefully sorting the mic problems, Tara, what do you think you're doing? I think you would have probably heard the leader shouting from the other room, saying, like, we'll give you the prisoner to sacrifice to the pool. Because they kind of just, they don't know what the fuck you guys are doing here. They just assume you want to use the fancy prophetic divination pool. But she said she would give you that if you guys left without killing any more yuan-ti. What do you guys do with that information, though? Same.
That's not a bad pun. Yeah, I think I'll delay my action until after Darvel talks.
I am back. Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Yep.
Awesome.
You're
You said you
solid.
rolled 20 back up. Sorry about that.
No, you're good, you're good.
I don't know what happened. Just like disconnected and it wouldn't reconnect.
That's fine. It might have just been needed to update or something.
I don't know.
It's been a day of computer issues for some reason.
You should have. You can take the roll command.
No worries. Tyrus, while he's connecting, are you doing the same thing? See what Darval says?
I'm doing absolutely the same thing. It's
Okay.
perfect timing. Good timing.
Yeah, that was a good time. So Darval, yeah, they're tossing it over to you. Two of the ones that Rasper badly injured with the fireballs, they do still have their bows up in case you guys like deny this deal. But the lead one does not have a shot ready. She's the one that said, you know, you guys can take this dude with you if you don't kill anyone else.
I'm gonna point my sword at her. Say, tell your friends to drop their weapons, then leave. Our quarrel is not with you.
Give me a persuasion check. See if they'll willingly drop their weapons.
I get my curious sheet up. Persuasion, you said?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Honestly, I would say with advantage because they're okay. Well, 20 with advantage because they definitely don't want to die.
Sweet.
All right. You see the leader nods the other two. They throw down their bows, and she's
I
like,
lower my sword after they go. The both and I lower my sword and like can
the lead one's like, all
walk
right,
in.
we'll leave through the back entrance. Take this one.
We'll leave through the front. You do that.
Assuming you guys are following that, they begin to step out. You see they're heading towards, looks like a side door over here. And I'm actually gonna remove some of the light blocks here so we can get a better idea of what we're looking at. Rasper and Darval, you can see them like heading out to like you hear a rumble of stone. Presumably they're heading out like a tunnel.
Okay. I'm gonna start. First thing to do is pump 15 land hands in myself.
All right. As soon as they're out of sight,
I just made 16.
you know, resting on your sword arm, heal yourself. Hands begin to glow.
I was trying to. My sure now I'm having one lagging. There we go.
No. So the day even earlier, Rasper, when you were trying to make the character sheet, just fucking computer problems everywhere.
Yeah.
Now it just said blocked a risky connection. That was weird. I'm probably not good.
Oh, that's what it was. Wasn't that what it was saying for you earlier, Rasper?
Yeah, it was trying to go like, trying to get decent connection or something like that. I don't understand what was
For
going on.
me, my firewall blocked something. Not sure what.
Huh.
I wonder if they added like a new set. I don't know what they would have added though.
Weird.
Mine was
Because
lagging,
it-
but I think it was on my end.
Yeah, that's
Because
weird.
it was
Anyway,
like, it wanted me to verify I was human. But every time I could see the icon, it would just go back to the loading symbol.
That's so weird.
that's not what was happening to me just now. Like a little thing popped up saying, The firewall blocked the risky connection.
That's so weird.
Yeah. Anyway, here we are. Let's continue. I'm gonna advance on Tavar the White and put my sword straight at his throat.
He is still gagged with a bit of cloth.
Yep.
Get Seth.
You're coming with us. The captain wanted us to bring him back.
Oh yeah, the council. If they said if you could bring him back alive, all the better.
Perfect. Well, he's already bound and gagged. You're coming with us.
So is he friendly towards us right now, or?
No.
He looks, I think as you say, like, you're gonna be coming with us, he looks extremely wary, but he tries to, like, gesture towards the gag.
No.
Should I cast friends on him?
Ooh.
He'd know at the end.
Okay,
Hey.
then I'll do that, then I'll take the gag off. Let's try that.
Alright, is there a save with friends? Or no, is it just that they know, or is there also a save?
Let's find out. Friend, here we go. Oh, for the duration, you have advantage on all cursor checks directed at one creature of your choice that isn't hostile towards you. When the spell ends, the creature realizes it used magic to influence its mood and becomes hostile towards you.
Okay, so there isn't a save, but he would know at the end, but that might still be worth it.
Honestly, yeah.
Hang on, I might have something else.
I would say, up to you.
You probably hit your guts anyway by default, so I say go for it.
Just changing up our music here while you do that.
Oh, nothing right now. Like, he's already gonna know, so it's just gonna make him more difficult to deal with, so...
Yeah?
I think we should leave it for now.
Okay.
Okay, fair.
Do you guys...
He's already bound and gagged.
Yeah, do you guys
That's true.
unbound or ungag him in any way? Follow.
Definitely not unbound. No, maybe ungag, but I don't...
What's he bound with?
What's he what?
What's he bound with? Just rope?
Rope, but a lot, like, more carefully tied than you were. This seems to be, like, some sort of, probably more, like, silkish rope. Just, like, way stronger.
Okay. Do we trust that, or do we have something stronger we can...
I'd say,
That's the question.
give me an investigation check as you're looking him over. Oh. Okay, you're gonna see two things. One, yes, you're pretty trusting of this, in terms of that he couldn't break out of it on his own, but on that nat 20 and clearing the DC by quite a bit, you see that he's got a hidden dagger in his boot. As you pull it out, you realize that this is not a dagger made of bone. Rather, it seems to be a carved dragon tooth with a simple wrap around the handle.
Is it magical?
Yeah, let's say give me a Arcana check, see if you know what the fuck this is up with this dagger. Yeah, I'd say so. Here, I'll send you the thing. You think likely this type of weapon is usually enchanted to do more against people's enemies. So probably against the cult. Like, enemies of the cult would be hurt more by this dagger. But here's the actual stats of it. So it is still a +1 weapon, so +1 to hit, +1 to damage. It'll do a D6 acid damage as well. That just, like, doubles if it's an enemy of the Cult of the Dragon.
I don't need it. I have enough melee weapons already. But,
Also, you're pretty confident if you take that away from him, he's not going to be able to break free.
that's true. We're definitely taking it away from him. The question is who gets it again.
Well, we don't know if he's just... We'll keep it for now, and maybe he might get it back. We don't know.
All right.
That's fair.
I'd say, yeah, Raspberry pocket it for now. He kind of, like, you know, he's like, pardon the pun, shooting daggers at you as he looks at you, just, like, annoyed that you found his secret weapon. That being said, while those two are poring over Varum, if Tyrus and Terra want to make a perception check on the rest of the room here. See if you guys can get some additional stuff. God, you guys are rolling so hot tonight. Actually crazy. Okay.
Wow.
Tara, you look over and you're like, oh, the fucking tail on that serpent statue's a lever. Pretty immediately spy that if you pull that lever, it'll open up a secret room to the north.
Yeah, that's. I'll tell you guys.
Neat.
Chunk. Door opens up. Looks like the Enclave of Yuan Ti has been using this as a bit of a treasure hoard. You see lots of coins, gemstones, necklaces. Additionally, you see 2 scrolls, which I know Sethra is able to read these automatically, so I could read them out. It is a scroll of levitation and one of call lightning.
Oh.
And I will copy this into the chat for you guys. So,
Do any of our casters want that? Are there any fancy weapons in here?
does not appear to be any fancy weapons.
Okay.
What
actually,
what levels call lightning?
I want to say 3. That might be good for you, fucking lightning sorcerer.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
You are a storm
Yeah.
sorcerer. It is 3.
Okay. Can I learn spells off of scrolls like in Pathfinder?
No, because you're a sorcerer.
Check. Oh, that's right. You can't do that in Pathfinder.
You can't do that in
Sorcerer.
Pathfinder either. I guess Arcanists can. But they're like a weird hybrid anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I can learn them.
That's true. You could learn Call Lightning. It's on the wizard spells as well.
So
Or actually,
I'll
I think
pocket
is
both
it on?
those-
It's either wizard and druid, or it might be just druid. I have to pull it up. Is it just druid?
Oh.
Oh, it might be just druid. You can still cast it from the scroll, but that seems crazy. I thought it was also wizard.
Lightning is. Yeah, just rude actually.
Wow. Oh, I guess, or if you were Tempest Domain Cleric, but none of you guys
Cleric,
are
yeah.
that, yeah.
Hmm. Interesting. Go figure.
Well, I mean, you can still at the very least, like, use the scroll to cast it if you want to grab that, Rasper.
I'll grab both of them because I can at least put levitate into my spell.
Oh, absolutely, you can put levitation in. Not quite as amazing as fly, but still pretty good. All right, and then
What's
if you guys
our
want to
copy?
divide all that wealth up,
Yes, we should.
hold on. I'm just gonna try. Usually Sethra is the one dividing up the monetary stuff, so 100 platinum is 1,000
It's one
gold
each. Oh.
plus 500. Plus 800. I'm just adding it all as gold value and then dividing it by that because it's easier.
That's fair.
Divided by 5. Okay, everyone should add effectively 548 gold. Does
Cool
divide
stuff.
by 5, which is nice.
548.
Yes.
I also need to add my gold from starting to.
Yes.
I am
You should
very rich.
remind me after this, Rasper. You should have at least one good magic item, because you're like they already would have all had them as level 8, so we'll like get you one as well.
Yeah. Cool, cool.
I am crazy rich right now. I need to find something to spend this money on.
I mean, you guys could probably talk some merchants into giving you. It's not as easy to buy magical items in 5e, but you could definitely talk some people in the council to, point you in the right direction for some purchases.
I might do that because a +2 weapon would be nice.
Plus 2 would be pretty spicy.
Or a +1 shield, maybe. I don't know.
Right, what's your guys' move here? So to clear out their treasure vault, you have Varum.
do you
That's
think,
true. I think
guys?
it's just taken back to the council.
Probably the best bet. There's no point us wandering around this place by ourselves, like with a prisoner.
Yeah.
That's true.
You guys would know.
Way too risky.
I mean, that fucking nat 20 perception, you guys be able to follow the same tunnel that Yuan-Ti had. Basically leads you back outside without having to tramp back through the entire temple.
Well, easy enough.
All right.
Well, should Tara do a scanning through there first?
Say that again, sorry? I was just reading ahead.
Should Tara go scout ahead first?
I'll save you some time. I think there's no traps in the exit tunnel.
Well, I meant the three that left.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'd say give me a perception check, see if they did indeed fuck off.
Yeah.
Nice. Solid 8. Just 0 with disadvantage. I will say everyone does get inspiration from finding Varum.
Nice.
Basically, it's like a hero point.
Okay.
There should be a spot on your sheet to track them. Normally, you can only have one at a time. I let people have up to 3 at a time, kind of like Pathfinder.
Cool.
Just because I think inspiration's fun.
Yeah.
Inspiration does carry over, though, unlike hero points. Between sessions. You just can't ever have more than 3.
Fair enough.
Alright. In that case, let me bring us back out to our world map. So dragging along Varum, you guys are able to return out of the Serpent Hills, following the banks of the Winding Water River until you return to the Tradeway. Tradeway being the road over here. Leads you all the way back up through the town of Daggerford, which is where that paladin you guys are friends with is from. And up into Waterdeep. I assume you guys bring him pretty straight to the, like, council palace, essentially.
Oh, yeah.
Alright. As you arrive, I want to have everyone give me just, like, an insight check on this whole area.
Oh, that's not good.
Okay, got 14.
Oh, wrong one. There we go.
Okay. The 14 and 13, so, Rasper and Darval. Rasper, this is the first time you've been brought to the council chambers. But after all of that, you're pretty eager, I imagine, to stick with people who are hunting such insane power and arcane knowledge. And also,
yes.
you know, whatever motivation you will add for your fellow. But the two of you notice that, like, it's always been tense lately in here because we're worried that an evil dragon god is coming back. There seems to be a fair amount of tension between, like, council factions at the moment. It seems like there's not any set session of the council today or indeed the next week or so. But there's certainly an air of misgivings between different people in here. I would say without getting higher than that 14, not quite sure what the cause of all this is, but you are able to turn over your lovely guest, as it were, over to the council. Leosin is there. He's one of their, you know, I can show you Leosin actually because you haven't seen him before.
One of our key contacts.
Yes. So Leosin works for the Harpers, who are basically, you know, lovely group of folks who help keep the peace throughout this great land. Why is it? No, I don't want to show you all of the... Sorry. It wants me to, like, show you all the information of him, which is not what I'm trying to show. There we go. And he's been your guys' main point of contact for, like, a hot minute now. As for the rest of the council, it is... not long after you pass off your prisoner that you are approached by someone you've honestly spoken to very little. And it is someone that you think you've at least impressed somewhat in your negotiations and your statements to the council as a whole. But you guys are approached by Delan Winterhound. If you guys would recall, this is the half-elf ranger. He is here as the representative of the Emerald Enclave, kind of like the nature-y faction.
Yep.
As he approaches you all, he's, pardon me, Darval, heroes. Kind of looks over at Rasper. Is this Kenku with you all as well?
Yes, he was, you rescued him, and he is gonna hopefully help out. I'd say looking at him, so I don't think we've actually had a chance to confirm if you're helping out or not, so.
What do you think Rasper says as Darval tosses that out about you?
Sorry, I did not hear that at all.
Oh, you say like,
Sorry.
Go ahead, Darval.
I said, we rescued this Kenku and he's hopefully gonna help out. And I say, and look directly at you when I say hopefully help out.
Oh yes, they're definitely after some interesting magical things, so I'd love to stick around if possible.
He kind of nods his head very quickly, this Delan Winterhound fellow. Yes, excellent. Listen, I'm sure it'll take a few days before interrogations of Varum are complete. I imagine the Order of the Gauntlet will want to step in, Ontharr Froom and his lot.
Excellent.
But, look, I am a little worried. Things are not moving as fast as a lot of us would like, and I admit my faction has not been the speediest in response to all of this. But I think part of the, the wild places under our purview are in danger.
I'm listening.
We have heard tell of another one of the worm speakers. I don't know if you've heard of him, but this is Nerone Vane. You guys have not really... You heard briefly the name. You don't really know anything about him, though.
Okay, do you know which color he is?
You would know that he's the green worm speaker.
Okay, had a hunch.
Well, there have been several raids against the elves of the Misty Forest, seemingly led by Neronvane, and by all accounts, he's been accompanied by a rather potent companion, a green dragon.
So, I've slain dragon before, noting that the rest of the party has not currently done so. But forgive me, but I don't know much about protocol for entering areas protected by the Emerald Enclave. Is there anything to do to go if I need to? If you want me to, first, I guess my question is: are you asking me to go investigate and help out? Is my first question. And if so, what do I need to know to go in there?
He kind of hesitates for a second. Well, that's where things get tricky. You know, of course, King Melandrake. That's the Elven King. You guys remember he's like the one who's like, oh, well, elves are the best.
Okay.
Why should I fucking waste my waning people's strength to save the world, etc.?
Because you don't hear people are dead, but yes, continue.
He's just like, under King Melandrake's command, the elves of Misty Forest have But they've stepped up their defenses, and he claims the threat is over. But, I've been in talks with his son, Prince Algarthus, and he came to me in the Emerald Enclave, and he believes that this is just a brief respite between raids and attacks. In fact, he fears that one or more of the elves, either within the Emerald Enclave or under King Melon Drake's command, have sided with this Neronvain and his green dragon. As such, well,
Here is a powerful weapon.
indeed.
We can't let it shake us.
It is my hope that, without waiting for the bureaucratic wheels to spin, as it were, that you all could, at least while we're waiting for the interrogations to be done of the White Worm Speaker, head to the Misty Forests and see what can be done. If possible, you could try to liaison with some of my agents in the Emerald Enclave that could help. But, well, there was, sorry, I'm blanking on the name. There was one village that at least was left standing in one of the aftermaths of the attacks. A village called, Oltand. Perhaps you could start there.
I mean, I'm willing to. I can't speak for my companions, but we have a moment while the interrogations are going on. I'm definitely happy to go investigate. See what can be done. If best case scenario, we can capture another worm speaker. Worst case scenario, we come back empty-handed. Like, I don't see anything wrong with this.
I'm down.
His shoulders seem to like sag in relief. You think you've definitely earned yet a bit more respect with the Emerald Enclave as far as this guy's concerned.
Sweet.
Excellent.
We'll do what we can.
I am extremely grateful that you all and your team are still spearheading events.
Glad we are, but especially with the king having his admittedly a little frustrating stance. How should we go about proceeding? Should we do? Are they in papers? Like I don't know much about the Emerald Enclave. Is it like a protection agency, kind of like the IRL, foresting areas, or like I don't know.
It's kind of like the like forestry service kind of thing. They're
Okay.
basically, they're not necessarily wedded to any one government. They're very big on protecting like the wild places of the world.
Yeah, that's okay. Cool.
So basically a group of hippies.
Pretty much.
Well, yes.
Except they have,
That's not different.
extremely powerful druids and magic on their side, but yes.
Okay. Do you have a writ or something for us to get into their land? Or do we just walk in?
You should be able to walk in. There's no, like, ban on outsiders coming in. I would just perhaps move with a little discretion so as not to draw King Melandrake's attention. I think if you
That's
were
what
to
I'm
return
thinking.
with a slain Wormspeak or another captured one, I imagine any protests he might have wouldn't exactly stand up to the rest of the council. I think this might be a
Understandable.
matter of, ask for forgiveness, not permission.
Right. Do you at least have something you can give us as, like, we're here on official business?
At least as
I assume
far
those
as
council knows me.
my men are concerned, yes. He, not really like a badge, but he passes you guys a like rolled up piece of silk. As you unroll it, probably about the size of like a small paperback novel, you can see that the Emerald Enclave's sigil is stitched into this gold silk in like green thread. Basically, it's the outline of the head of a stag.
Nice.
Okay, what kind of quality are we looking at here for this?
Like how, I'd say pretty decent quality. It's like silk with like embossed thread on it.
Okay.
certainly something you could could fake it with some effort. It would just be a little bit harder than like a paper pass. But certainly not it's not like so detailed and like full of anti-theft measures as to be like ridiculously hard.
Cool. I have ways to get around that, so I'm good.
All right. We'll take that. You guys do get to long rest, so feel free to add spells back in, reset your health to full.
Do I have some time to reset on my horse before we head out?
Yeah, for sure.
Wait till Liam's back. I love the long rest button.
It is very helpful that they added a long rest button. I'm not gonna lie.
It did my hit dice and everything. It's what innovation.
Oh, does it even add like the half hit dice? That's fucking.
It does. I had 1 out of 5.
Oof, that's very, very nice.
It's really good. Excellent.
All right. You guys begin to head on out.
Actually, question.
Yes, lay it on me.
Before we head out, is Anthar around?
Yeah, Arthur's probably around. You want to go find him in the council chambers?
Yeah, I just want to check in with him and say, ask him how things are going here from his perspective. Because I trust him quite a lot, so.
Okay. So you go over to Anthar. Let me grab his art really quick. You find him kind of in talks with one or two of his other paladins, a couple of squires nearby, just attending to their needs. It's good to see you all again.
Likewise.
You want to know how things are going around here at the council? I think it'll be going better once we get something out of Arm the White. Look, the Harpers are also helping us, and I think we'll be able to get something out of him, but I know at least the Emerald Enclave is a bit nonplussed. They think that he's very willing to corrupt the natural order of things, so a trial seems a bit excessive, and they do worry that leaving him alive just leaves the door open to a rescue attempt, but frankly, I think we haven't seen any evidence yet that they could mount a direct attack on Waterdeep and hope to free him.
One thing I want to let you know about him is that when we found him, he was bargaining for his life against Yuan Ti, so keep that in mind.
Interesting. So he was,
He was in bad shape. And saying he's like, oh, whatever it takes to get out of here, so, you know.
That is very helpful information. If he was willing to give things up to work for them, perhaps he would with us as well.
That's what I was thinking. Obviously, be careful. So.
Naturally. What are you all going to do while we interrogate him?
We have some. The Emerald Enclave actually has requested us to take care of some personal business. Just check something out for them. Possible lead, but we're not yet. It'll pan out.
He kind of like raises an eyebrow and he's like, "Oh, well, I wish you all fortune."
Likewise. Good luck with the interrogation.
Nods to you guys. Anyone else have any questions for the different people?
Since I know nobody else in Waterdeep, not right now.
That's fair. I imagine Sethra can kind of give you out of character, like I can give you a rundown on some of the big names, because I think they would explain to you some of the players in the council.
Fair enough.
Basically, I mean, in general terms, classic fantasy movie stuff, council of like all the different big countries and races is getting together to try to stop the cult.
Fair.
Which, as you can imagine, is lots of, political nonsense happening.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Is there anything we need item-wise before we leave?
Shopping, maybe?
Oh, yeah, you could look for some, trying to do some shopping. Any items in particular you're looking for?
I'm looking for a +2 longsword to go to the shield, and also a I'm gonna replace the shield I got with just a standard issue shield with Torm's logo on it.
Okay, you can do. Shield's pretty easy. A shield's
around.
like 20 gold or something, if I recall. First
The
shield.
shield is easy enough to find. That's easy, but I'll see if I can get a +2 longsword to go with it.
I have no idea about items in 5e, so
It's an interesting thing. Like aren't supposed to buy things as easily as other stuff, other TTRPGs. But the generally accepted cost of a +2 weapon, Mundo, would be like 5,000 gold.
Well, I have I have more than 5,000 gold, so
You could purchase it.
I will purchase it. I can do that. And I'm going to my platinum to do that.
Before you go spending anything,
Yes.
for Rasper specifically.
Gotcha. So do I get the sword?
Yeah. Rasper, if you want to find some magic items that you would like actually want for this character, like the sorcerer brought some like ogre gauntlets that give you higher strength, etc., etc. Coming in at level 8, you should have either a couple of common relics or common magic items and one uncommon, or just 2 uncommon, which are like different tiers of rarity.
okay. 2 uncommon works for me.
All right. And I don't know, I would just like look up, see if there's anything that stands out to you. There should be plenty, and I should have a
Arcane
lot of
Grimoire.
them for drag and drop. From
Yeah.
the companion.
Arcane Grimoire is one of them, which I found right here.
Ooh, Arcane Grimoire sounds spicy.
So Dan was able to find the sword and get it?
Yes, I think with the contacts of the council, you would be able to, especially with
Sweet,
some of the dwarven faction here. They'd be able to use some
So I
of their
didn't get
smiths.
it last time, so. Excellent.
Be about 5,000. What about our archer and sorcerer? You guys looking for anything in particular? You don't have to be. Or if you think of something between this session and next session, that is also okay. Because I know normally we end at about 9:30, which is we're getting close to it. I think we can get to the next location first.
Yeah. We could think about it. Yeah.
Okay, that works for me. All right. So pretty close by. You guys are heading toward this stretch of woods over here. Misty Woods are kind of just outside Daggerford. Take you like 2 days probably to get over there.
Cool.
All right. So you're arriving in the Misty Forest. Misty Forest itself, as it sounds like vast woodland concealed by near constant mists and rains, dominated by lots of enormous spruce trees, and you know that there is particularly large spruce trees near the city or the town of Atland, which is where Altend, not Atland, dyslexia moment there, where you guys are headed towards. As you guys are first heading through the forest, I would say give me some investigation checks. So you can see anything that's amiss out here. Amist, if you will. Oof, that plus 8 is fucking phenomenal.
Lagging. Give me a sec.
Alright,
Definitely, there we go.
Well, are we doing inside or investigation?
investigation.
Investigation.
Still not amazing. But with the 26, you do pass some of the other villages located in this forest. And it begins to strike you as a little fucking suspicious here, Rasper. The other villages are, like, leveled. Like, almost like salt the earth levels of destroyed. If anyone lived through it, they have definitely fled. But as you begin to approach Alton, you see this wood elf settlement. It's got multi-leveled structures like pulley systems and rope bridges strung between trees. And despite all this complexity, yeah, it looks like it was attacked. It looks like it was left decently well off, which strikes you as very odd. But as you guys actually enter the town, you know, you head up onto the walkways via these pulleys going around. See, it's pretty much entirely wood elf population here. How are you guys searching for stuff? Are you trying to find like some representatives to show your badge to? Are you trying to just like talk to local citizens, trying to eavesdrop? What's your method of gathering information here?
What do you guys prefer to do? We can be conspicuous at first and then see if we get caught. Or come in and go, hey, this is what we have. And see what they do.
I mean, in the past, we've all split up and kind of done our different ways of looking around. I often just go talk to a barkeep at nearby tavern. Some of us do eavesdropping.
You can try
Do
different
whatever
methods.
we do best. Could, of course, completely be misremembering this and thinking that
You guys did do some different investigations around that last tent town you went to.
Cool.
Haven't we learned not to split up?
That's true. That is a good
You did
point.
get jumped by a
That is
devil,
good, you're
and one
right.
of you almost died, but that's fine.
That's fine.
I'd say if you're sticking together, if someone's trying to talk to people, go ahead and roll me a persuasion check. If other people traveling with the party are just trying to like listen in to the flow of information around you, I'd say that'd be a perception check.
I'll be talking to people. Not a great roll though.
And then can I do an investigation instead?
Yeah, I'd say you can toss an investigation in there. Alright, get some good rolls here. From listening in and just kind of investigating, I imagine Raspberry kind of going off investigating more like the terrain and the buildings, sites of the battle. Terra listening into people. Darval trying to get some people to talk to you. Not as nearly as successful as the other two. But you are able to... Well, Tyrus gets some more people talking, the local citizens. So we'll start with just some of the stuff people are telling Tyrus and Darval, as well as what Terra's hearing. A lot of the citizens are telling you, like, the dragons swooped down, they attacked the ground level first, and nearly half of the village's victims died during the first assault. Listening into some people in hushed tones, Terra, you hear that it seems like a fair amount, sizable detachment of humans in the regalia of the Cult of the Dragon followed the Worm Speaker and this green beast into the village. But upon that first attack, it sounds like the village priest stepped out to lead the elves into battle, but was eaten by the dragon. One thing you listen into, Terra, is that you do hear that the village's warden, kind of like a sheriff for the elves out here, Galen, has become the leader of the town. He was in the thick of the fight, but it seems like he pulled through rather unscathed, and has been a potent force for rallying the survivors. Investigating the sites of the battle, Rasper, you see that some of the stories line up. Like the bottom half of the village, before you get up in like the pulley system and bridges in the trees, bottom section was attacked first. It does look like there might have been a few like strike forces, very small groups that attacked the upper reaches of the town. Looks like they came in and left very quickly. In investigating that, you seem to see that they had visited several of the houses at the top, and indeed, it's hard to spot, but you see some rather aggressive boot scuffing outside of the warden's office. Isn't quite the right word, but the warden's building, where Galen and some of his men, like the local militia members, gather. You can tell by those scuff marks, these are very clearly human boots. They have like very like brutal metal studs on the bottom, shit that the elves would not wear lest it damage nature. I think that's about all you guys find with those rolls.
Yeah, I'll point that out to.
Okay, Tara, you pass on what you've heard. Are you passing on like those investigation findings as well for Rasper? Jeff, were you passing on what you heard as Rasper as well?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
100%, yes.
And then we'll presume the people talking to the, got a little bit of an interview with the villagers are able to pass that on as well.
Absolutely.
All right, so you guys have a lot of clues here. What's your next play? I'm going to say, actually, before we go any farther, the whole group, we're going to make a group check here to try to be inconspicuous in the Elf King's lands. I'm going to say you guys can roll either a stealth check or a deception check. We're going to do majority succeed, so we need at least 3 successes here to see if we're staying off of the right radars.
Are we deciding as a group if it's stealth or perception or deception?
You can roll either one for each person.
Okay.
Kind of dealer's choice. Okay, strong start, not a great follow-up with 6. And then, oh fuck, I'm Sethra. What am I doing? Sorry, I forgot I was Sethra. What's better for Sethra? Oh, deception by far. Well, walked myself into that one.
Can I use inspiration?
Yeah, do you want to?
Yes.
Go for it.
That's better.
Ooh, that is way better.
Oh, that's actually a really good idea. I would also like.
Oh, okay. Yeah, throwing out.
Yeah. That was the scream of good luck.
Oh
and
my
it
god.
failed.
Yeah, it was not the scream of like evidently. All right. No one to me like jumps out at you guys or anything, but you're not quite sure that was entirely unnoticed. And I would say just because she did so well, Tara, I do think Tara spots that Galen is kind of watching you guys from time to time. This is the sheriff dude.
Good to know.
We're about 2 minutes from time right now. I'd say we'll leave those clues a bit of a cliffhanger for next time. I'm gonna. I'll be able to get with you at some point, Rasper. You can try to figure out other stuff for your character. Just can't tonight because I got a interview to go do tomorrow.
No worries, dude. I am messing around with stuff. I may have like 1 or 2 questions about.
Yeah, for sure.
Welcome.
Items.
Yeah.
Yes, and thank you guys. I had fun this game.
I'm very eager to see the illusion shenanigans.
Yes.
All right, I will see you guys next week then.
Sounds good.
Catch you guys later.
Sounds good.
Peace.